Hello, my little weirdos. As I present myself like this, and I call you my little weirdos. Um, it's the Wednesday before Halloween on 2025. I'm going to a little daytime Halloween party for um for an organization I'm part of. Um, can you guess what I am? It's relevant today. I'm a hippie protester. Make love, not war. I figured it was rather appropriate. This is like the Mental Health Association. I'm a client. Yes, I am. And I figured if I went as a handmaiden, kind of political is not really something we should, the current political stuff. It's not something, that because it's triggering. I mean, just in people that don't have issues or, chemical imbalances or something. Even for us, a lot of people don't discuss politics and religion because it's volatile. So I get that. But this is an iconic. This isn't like a modern day protester. And I couldn't wear an inflatable because it's inside. Even the ride-on one. So I figured, hey, I bought this shirt because it looks hippie-like. And I don't have any tie-dyes that I really wanted to wear currently right now. Because like one's a tank top. But I just thought this was perfect. And I've got my paper clip on because that paperclip movement has been around since World War II that I'm aware of here in the country. So I'm doing flower power. And I don't know if you know where the term flower power came from. I mean, it encompassed the whole flowers, love, type of thing. But you've seen some of the, I'm sure, and if you haven't, look it up. Some of the iconic hippie war protests, like of the Vietnam War, particularly. They would bring daisies or chrysanthemums or whatever's, in season at the time. Usually there were daisies, the pictures, and they just, when they went past like the guard or something like that, and they had their firearms, ready, they would put the flower in the barrel of each, because they just stand there, just like today's National Guard. Protesters are trying to talk to them and entreat them on, humanity, and remind them that if this isn't their neighborhood, some National Guard from another state is going to be in their neighborhood doing the same things to their family and their friends and their neighbors that y'all are doing here, which is a very good way to well up that empathy in people, bring it to their own. And I do that with like if you have a problem and you're talking to a company and they're kind of blowing you off, I'll be like, I'm very curious if your mother or your sister or your auntie, since I'm an older woman, or your auntie came to you and told you the same story I told you about a different company, would you say the same thing? Well, there's not much we can do about that. It's, just suck it up if you go there. Is that what you would tell your auntie? Is that what you would tell one of your family members that you care about? Well, that's just the way businesses work. I doubt you would. And a lot of times when I ask that, there's silence. And I'll let the silence sit for a moment, and I'll be like, well, from your silence, you don't want to answer because the answer is no. You would not tell somebody that you care about the same response you gave me. You don't think that's acceptable for somebody you care about. So, yeah, that's why I went to the iconic protester, I guess. You know, the iconic Vietnam protester. So, I mean, I just did this like last minute. It's not like I found, oh, I have these. I can wash this ahead of time. I didn't really do that this year. I don't even have anything because the garden is still all over. I really can't put up a whole lot of decorations. So I might put up one or two things for the kids, but this year is different, and even the candy situation is you know, it's not as plentiful. So I've got a big bag, and they're gonna have to deal with that, um which is one of the reasons why I didn't put anything up. I was gonna put something up. I might put it up Halloween Day. But it's one of my favorite holidays, and this is about the most I can get. I can't get my mind off of what's going on. I mean, to be honest, people aren't going to be buying a bunch of candy when they know we're not getting our staff. Oh, and y'all complain about, oh, some of you complain, oh, people can buy candy and stuff. Yet, when your child goes trick-or-treating and that same person didn't give candy because they can't afford it, you lambaste them about that too, right? That sort of person does that, don't they? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Damn fly. Got a whole house. Why my nose? Um, so, I mean, this shit's not far from my brain. So I did a costume that I can get behind this year. I'm not in a very festive mood this year. I'm not. Gee, I wonder why. And believe me, I have not seen near as many people decorating for Halloween as I've seen in the past. In fact, I'd be very curious because I don't think Halloween or Christmas is going to get the decoration turnout. And I may not do it this year. I was going to do it this year because I didn't last year. I was really, but I was in a lot of pain last year this time. Rap Beach. Mr. Pants. So, anyway, if you haven't decorated for the holidays and you normally do not feel guilty, because I was like a week or so ago, and I thought to myself, you know what? No. And not only that, but I've got to put decorations around the sunflowers and all the plants. No, I'm not doing that this year. And some people say, oh, well, help lighten the fear. Sorry, I'm not going to pretend. There's a lot of concern for me. And next Tuesday, that's the other thing. Next Tuesday is the election here for governor in New Jersey. And I will be working that election. And I'm not going to have where I have to take down decorations days before. Because Halloween's Friday, the election's Tuesday. I ain't taking down and worrying about Halloween decorations and all that shit. Right before the election. And after the election, it'll be several days before my foot's not swelled up so bad. I mean, the work in the elections is 16 hours. Sorry for the awkward. Mr. Pants is demanding some attention. So anyway, what you think of my impromptu, just put it together this morning? And I hearkened back to the signs that they had. You don't see these signs at protests currently, and it's iconic. If I had a handful of daisies, I'd be carrying them. But I might get some of the some fake, if I can dig some out, because I have some. But at any rate, this is it. What you think?